We have here an equation, and it's phrased a little differently. It says, for what value of x is this true? In other words, see this phrase right here? For what value of x? What that's saying is, solve for x. So we're going to go ahead and solve for x in this equation, figure out what x equals. Now, what you're going to need to know is how exponents operate. And I'm going to show you how to rewrite this fraction on the left, so we can solve this equation pretty easily. See that 3 to the x times 3 to the 2? If you remember properties of exponents, this is 3 to the x plus 2. Okay? Now let's look at the bottom one. We've got 3 to the 3 to the 5th. That's different. That's an exponent raised to an exponent. So this is going to become 3 to the 15. We multiply the 3 and the 5 together. And this is equal to 1 over 27. Now we can keep on going with this. I have the same base. Again, this is 3. When I say the base, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this right here, that 3 is the same in both cases. So because that's the same, I can do a little bit more simplification of those exponents. This is going to turn into just a 3, and it's going to be x plus 2 minus 15. Okay, so when you multiply exponentials together, you add their exponents. When you divide exponentials, you subtract their exponents. When you raise exponentials to other exponents, you multiply their exponents. Those are the 3 rules that are most useful. Now, this one on the right is a little more complicated. I want to rewrite this thing as 3 to the negative 3. I think that may lose some people, but think about what 3 to the 3 is. 3 to the 3 is 27. That's 3 times 3 times 3. Well, 3 to the negative 3 is just 1 divided by 3 to the 3, which is 1 divided by 27. That's how these rules work. So if you have the equation now, and we're looking at this, we're going to use another property of equations, which I'm going to highlight right here. This is called exponential equality. And it lets me do something that's it almost feels like cheating. It's so cool. If it's a single exponential on each side, it's 3 to some power equals 3 to some power. You just cross out the 3's. And look what we get. X plus 2 minus 15 equals negative 3. So now we just solve this thing and we're done. This becomes x minus 13 equals negative 3. Negative 3. And now I add 13 to each side, and I get x equals 10. So that's the procedure for solving something like this. We needed 2 things. We needed properties of exponents. Right, that was pretty important. Properties of exponents. And we needed exponential equality down here.